Hello, everybody. So, I have been picking up here and there little organizers from Home Goods. Some I keep in my bathroom, and I'll still show you those, but they could all work in your craft room. And some I keep in my craft room, and they've helped me keep things together where I need them to be. Okay, so this one I've shown in a what do I keep on my crafty desk here. And this is just for my silks. And I'm going to run out of room in here because we have more silks than what I have listed. And I've ordered a few more, not very many, but a few more. So I might outgrow this pretty quickly. So there's that one. And this one is for my liquid colors. Again, I'm going to outgrow it. So I went back into Home Goods to see if I could find any more of those because when I was there, I bought the last two. And I think they're $5.99 a piece, if I remember. When I went back in there, they had not restocked those. But they had a few other things. I found this. So you can see it has these three kind of wide open sections with different height dividers in between. And it has this that is, I think, more nail polish size than lipstick. Let me see. Yes, nail polish size. So I have that. And what I keep in them, right here is my re-inkers. And I could fit 2 rows of these re-inkers in here. So I could have 10, and then I could fit another 2 rows back here. So 20 before I run out of room. Right now I have my straight pins that I'm always needing for my liquid glue. And I have my cardstock samples of my colored cardstock and my samples of my printed paper that I have in my craft room right now. And then over here, I have my little daubers that I use for either blending, or you can make little dots all over everything if you want to. But I mostly use it for when I'm stenciling to get the color on, on a space that the stencil doesn't cover, or to blend colors onto a page. So here are some extra of these small daubers, and here are some small daubers that I've already used. Let me show you what I do with the big ends. Do we call them? Yeah, dauber ends. Let me show you what I do with those. So I have each one of these, and I also label it too so I can see from all sides. And I put a Velcro dot on the bottom, and then I'm able to put these big applicators right on the bottom of my ink pads, which is really a good way to use them. But anyway, these are, I don't know if I went through all this. These are replacement blades for my trimmer, pencils, and a fusion friction pin that erases that I use sometimes to mark on projects where I want to cut or measure. And then that way it erases. I have a La Pen right here. And I have a white pen that sometimes I have to use to cover things up or to write on darker colors. This is a blending stick for when I use my color burst pencils with baby oil to blend them. And this is a watercolor, a watercolor brush that I use when I am watercoloring. And you can also fill these with liquid color and a little bit of water, or the silks, the glittery silks, and a little bit of water, and use them on projects, paint them on. This is a pencil sharpener because I was always digging for it. It was in that, one of those carousel caddy things from Michael's that rotates and has all the little compartments in it. It's wooden. Well, it was down in there. I never could find it when I wanted it, or I had to dig for it. And this is my bloom tool. It has a bunch of different ends, and I use it all the time. So there's that. I think that's it for this one. I think I've covered everything. Okay. So also when I went back, I found these jumbo paper clips. Look at these things. Aren't they adorable? And they come in colors I love. So I'm going to use those in my planners, maybe decorate them. I don't know what all I'll do with them, but I'm definitely going to be using those. Okay, so, this is the other thing for my craft room. This is an acrylic, lucite, whatever drawer system. It just has the 2. On the top, I am putting now pieces that I've cut out, die cut, whatever, and I didn't use them on a project for whatever reason. I can put them in here, and then the next time I'm making something, I search through here and see, is there something I can use for this project that I'm working on? The bottom one is going to be stamped images. And typically I haven't been saving these stamped images if they were not quite perfect or they just, the color I ended up not using. But I'm going to start saving them and seeing if I can use those up. So there are a lot of crafty ladies that have some kind of compartment that they keep these types of things in. And I thought it was an awesome idea. So I'm doing that. This is the first thing that goes in my bathroom. My husband said, when I come home, there's never any room for my stuff because your stuff is spread out all over the counter. And we have the double sink counter, so that's pretty sad. I was taking up most of his room also. These I keep in my bathroom this is my big face brushes, foundation, blush, whatever. And this is these are my eyeshadow brushes go in here. But you could absolutely use them in your craft room for paint brushes or any other things that you might use a lot. Okay. This next one it has 2 stacking compartments, squares and a lid. And I put my Q-tips and I put these little things that I use for cotton things for taking off my makeup. And then they stack like that. Much neater on the counter. Okay, this next thing I'm going to show you the 2 pieces and then I'll put it together. So this is the top piece. And you can see it has all of these lipstick sized, and these front 2 rows are lipstick sized. And then it has a bigger square right here. And then it has a long section right here. So these are my foundations and serums, mascara, and all my lip products, some perfume samples, and some chapstick. And so don't judge by all my lip products. Don't judge by any of the makeup I'm showing you because I am in my 50s, so I feel like it's justified to have more serums and more products, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so this is the bottom to that. And I just have powders and blushes, eye stuff, eye pencils, eyeshadows. And I don't have a lot of those, surprisingly. And then I have this, which is some samples, measuring tape, the different flossing heads for my toothbrush, that kind of thing is in there. Okay, so let me show you how this is put together. So this goes right on the top. It clicks right into the top. So this is how it sets on my counter in my bathroom. So I'm only taking up this much room now, right? That's much better. Yeah, it is much better. I'm sure my husband thinks that I don't need all this stuff, but yeah, I do. Okay, so all of these products were purchased at Home Goods. They range from, let's see, these were $4.99. Okay, so I think this was only $3.99, stubble cup thing. And then all of the rest of them were $4.99, $5.99. This one was $7.99. Those 2 smaller ones were $5.99. And this larger one, I think it was $10.99, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, I'm just loving these products and loving using them and having things look so organized. The rest of my craft room might be a disaster, but right in front of me on my desk is very organized. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and happy crafting.